welcome to the webinar. We're going to be getting started here in just started. So first of all, welcome to the webinar. I'm glad to have you here. This is Bill McIntosh, the guy who invited you, and I am glad to have you here. So we've got something really, really special on this particular presentation. Actually, I just found out the presenter who I'm going to be introducing in a second. He just told me this really, really, really cool story. And the guy who's going to be presenting, he's a good friend of mine. I've got the chance to hang out with him in places all over the world. In fact, I think he got to witness me almost drowned in a river in Costa Rica once. I think he was there. Were you there when that happened? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude, it was me, you, Russell Brunson, John Jonas, yeah.
Yeah. Then that trip, Russell and I were in the river. I almost drowned, and I think Russell blew out his knee all at the same time. That was quite something. But
yeah.
Anyway, so he's a good friend of mine. I've got a chance to hang out with him in places all around the world, and we've had a lot of fun together. And he's a really, really smart marketer, and I have seen him do some stuff with Amazon, and not the typical stuff that you're used to hearing about with different kinds of Amazon marketing. This is something that's really different, really unique, that he has been doing with Amazon, and it's something that produces passive recurring revenue, and there's a ton of really interesting benefits to the way he's doing this, and he's going to show you a presentation in just a minute. It's all about how to do what he does and how he pulls this off. And the reason I'm telling you about this too is that he just told me a story that is really, really amazing, and I felt like I just had to share it with you. So I hope you don't mind me sharing this, what you told me.
No, not at all. I'm pumped. I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, first of all, my guest is Ty Cohen, and so Ty has been doing stuff with Amazon and on the Kindle for quite a long time, and he's had some amazing success at it. So he's doing exactly what he's about to show you, and he's making a ton of money doing it. So much so, in fact, check this out. He had a childhood dream, something that he's wanted to do ever since he was a little boy, which was he wanted to buy his mom a house, and he wanted to give her a beautiful house in the kind of stability and the kind of house he always wanted her to have. And as time went on and he got older, you know, he moved away from his mom, and he doesn't live really close with her. And so that dream kind of came back to him, and he was thinking about how cool would it be if he could actually fulfill that childhood dream, buy his mom a house where he lives next to him, and move her out to be next to him and his family and his kids. And he just closed escrow on that very house, and it's a secret. Shh. His mom, actually, hopefully she's not listening to this, but his mom doesn't know. His mom has no idea that he used his Kindle cash, all the money he's made from Amazon with, again, the strategies he's about to show you. He took that cash, paid cash for the house. It's free and clear, just closed escrow on it, and his mom's birthday is in just a few weeks, and so they're busy renovating that house, getting it ready, and he's about to give it to her for her birthday. How cool is that? What do you think? How would you like to do something like that? Tell me in the chat. What kind of dream do you have, whether it's a dream for your family or for yourself, that you'd love to be able to fulfill if you just had the cash? And Ty just did that, and yeah, man, I cannot wait to see the video. Ty, you've got to share that with us.
Yeah, absolutely. We took a lot of video of the closing and things like that today. I'm excited, Bill. You know, you and I have hung out together. I've always admired you. I've always admired your sincerity, and I think you are one of those guys that are in the trenches, right? So we're pretty much the same in that aspect. But when it comes to things like this, man, this goal right here, I've been thinking about something like this since I've been 15, 16 years old. We closed on the house today at 3 o'clock, videotaped the closing. Like I said, we're going to furnish it. And her 77th birthday is coming up next month, and we're going to present it to her event. So I'm excited. I'm like on cloud 9. So that's it.
Awesome. Well, let's show everybody how you did that.
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
just dive right into it. So.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So I want to make sure that, as Bill said, my name is Ty Cohen, and we've known each other for a while. We've been all over the world. I mean, we've had some great times, some not so great, like when we were whitewater rafting out in Costa Rica and Bill and Russell Brunson jumped out, but still lots of fun. What I want to do is I want to make sure that everyone can see my screen. So you should see a slide. I'm going to change slides right now, as a matter of fact. And right now I'm asking you a question. So it says, have you ever published, right, a Kindle book before? So give me a big yes or no if you haven't. Okay. No, no, no. Tim says I don't see the slide. Tim, maybe check again. You should see it now. I just switched slides. Let's see. So we've got some no's, some yeses coming in. No, no, yeses. All right. Dave, the slide. Oh, okay, let me, you know what? There you go. So now you should be able to see it. Okay, great. So some people yes, some no. Now let me ask you another question. If you have published a book to Amazon before, was it fact or fiction? All right. Did you publish a fact or fiction book? And these questions will help me help you during this presentation. So we've got fact, fact, fact. Awesome. Okay, both, says Wendy. Nonfiction, says Stu. All right. And you know what, guys? I'm going to call out your names. All right. I want to make this an interactive, a two-way presentation here. I love being able to interact, and I know that Bill has a smart audience. He's got an awesome group of followers, so I want to get to know you. Steve says fact. Nonfiction, says Stu. A multi-author book on Facebook strategy, says Rob. Rob, I need to pick that up. What is the title? All right. I have 5 nonfictions ready to go, says Ray. Awesome. Bill Rock, says Darren. I agree. He does. MR is from Ireland and has published both fact and fiction. Okay. Let's see. What genre? Well, here we are. If you have ever published an ebook on Kindle and your sales aren't where you want it to be, I'm going to show you how to really boost those sales up. If you have never published a book before, right, it doesn't matter if you're a writer or if you're someone who does not like writing. Believe it or not, I am not a writer. I can't stand writing. We'll put it that way. But I still make a ton of money publishing ebooks to Amazon, and I'm going to show you how to do the same. I'll show you how some of my students have done the same and continue to do the same as well. Now, my promise is to give you all the information that you need in order to research, write, and publish a series of best-selling Kindle books to generate massive passive income, right? I'm into passive income, but I want it to be huge. I want it to be like incredible amounts. So that's where I'm at. My philosophy is, why do something if it's only going to bring in a small amount of money? Because you can apply that same time and effort to bring in incredible amounts of money, right? So just days from now, I'll show you how to do this right now, so that just days from now you'll be able to apply this stuff and get some results. So let me show you some proof. This is one of my students, Brian, and Brian is actually a professor at Penn State up in Pennsylvania. And I actually, because he became a student of mine, right? And because of his success, he invited me to come up and present to his class up at Penn State. So I got to present a special presentation to his business students there and show him how the internet is really changing things. So he sent me this text message one morning, and he says, Ty, I wanted to update you. Since I've been doing a lot more in the past 70 days, my Kindle business has more than doubled this month. Will be my first $5,000 month. I want to thank you for all of your guidance and inspiration. My goal is set on getting to the $10,000 per month level. All right. And again, a professor at Penn State, and he's rocking it. Here's another testimonial that I got, and coincidentally, this one was 9:44 in the morning, and this one was from a new student. I actually just got this not too long ago. Her name is Tracy Vorster, and she's out in Seattle, I believe it is. She sends me this message, this text message, and she says, good morning, Ty. My ebook has sold 5 copies this week. Now, 5 copies, you might be thinking, nothing spectacular about that, right? But yes, it is, because here's the thing. She had just started publishing using my program 2 days prior to sending me this message. So 2 days prior to sending me this text, she had already sold five copies of her book, all right? First week getting started. My philosophy is if you can sell one copy, you can really crush it as long as you know how to get there. As long as you know, but if you have a proper system in place to take you to the next level, right? And I'm going to give you that. Here's another testimonial that I got from one of my students. This is one that I'm most proud of. I'm constantly in communication with my folks, with my students, and we're constantly um, giving you new instruction on how to take your publishing empire to the next level. So this one I got from one of my students. His name is Darren Devine. He's 66 years old in Perth, Australia. And he sent me this Skype. We were actually having Skype chat. And he says, Ty, over the last year, I've continued to follow the Kindle cash flow system, and I'm now doing $20,000 per month in sales. 66 years old. There's no limit to this stuff, folks. No limit at all. As a matter of fact, my daughter started publishing when she was 15, and she's now making $5,000 a month, all right? You are at ground level of what is being called a new age digital diamond mine. And I want to show you some of the money that I've been able to make just playing around with publishing ebooks before I created this system. I think that, here's the thing, I'm going to deviate from this just a little bit, right? Because I want to give you some things, some tips that have really helped me. Do you mind if I do that? Right? If I just deviate from this? Systems, if you have the proper system in place, it will make your life so much easier. You can go from not being able to make any money or just being able to make a little bit of money to being able to make a lot of money and scaling things up if you have the proper system. So I'm big on systems. Everything is done in a 1, 2, 3, paint by numbers, easy way. And you'll see that as we get into this. The other thing is being able to stop and focus. Right? Stop and focus. I said some of this money that I'm going to show you that I initially made, I was just playing around when I got to this point. And that's because I wasn't focused. I was chasing everything. Everything. So every email that would come across my desk, every video that I would watch, I was trying to do 5, 6, 7 things at a time, and everything looked good to me. And it wasn't until I really got focused that I started to see some results. How many people can relate to that, right? How many people can relate to the fact that sometimes we have the shiny object syndrome and we just get so distracted, right? Yes, yep. I can relate, absolutely, says Ray. Me, says Joe. Me, says Don. Let's see. Me, says Darren. Yes, says Maggie. Absolutely. So what happens is we end up missing out on true opportunities. And that almost happened to me. Take a look at this. One of the first checks that I received was in the amount of $2,297.30. Because I was totally everywhere, right, and hardly making any money doing anything, I almost missed the opportunity with this. Because this first check that I got in, one of the first that I got in, it didn't really catch my attention. It wasn't until the next month when I got another check in the amount of, bam, $2,873.13. I saw a 25% increase. This is where I said, you know what, Ty, there may be something to this Kindle publishing stuff. You should pay attention. And I started to focus a bit more. I started to, listen, here's the thing. I had to stop doing everything else that I was doing. I mean, literally, I was stuffing envelopes. I was trying to assemble products to get paid. I'm setting up AdSense sites. I was doing everything. Classifieds. Remember the old classifieds, right? On online. I was literally doing everything. And it wasn't until I had to stop and say, let me get clarity and work on no more than 2 or 3 things at a time. The other thing is I had to get totally focused. And then last but not least, I had to totally execute. Most of us, we have an execution problem. That's what it is. So, and I had a major execution problem. All right, so when I stopped, focused, and started to execute, I was able to go from $2,297.30 to $2,873.13 a month, right? A 25% increase. And then when I saw this, I started doing things like adding a few more titles. Nothing crazy, just adding a few more titles. And then the next month, I received another check in the amount of $4,462.53. Like, this is where the light bulb really went off. And I started to really put 90% of my effort into this thing. And at this point, I started testing things like titles, price points, covers, um, genres, right? Different subject matters. And I started to get really systematic with it. And I'm going to give you all of that. I'm going to show you some of my test results as far as things I've tested and how to do the same as well. All right, so let's go into this. I then went from $4,462.53 to bam, $8,403.84. Now I'm at the point where I'm consistently doing over $30,000 a month in sales every single month, and sometimes it's as much as 50,000. All right, all because I've created a system, and I'm going to show you how to do that, as well as the fact that Amazon makes it really easy for you to make money. Why would Amazon be so generous as to create a system that makes it easy for you to make money? Let's see. Put your answer in the questions box really quickly. Why would they do that? Jacob, because I have my address on there as well. Jacob says, why did I cover the, I definitely don't want anyone coming to my home, right? That would be insane. I've had someone actually, yeah, you meet some really different people in this industry, trust me. They make money when you make money, says Ray. They make money, says Robin, because they make money, says Joe. They make, the more we make, the more they make, Jay. Absolutely. So they've created a very easy system. Very easy system. All right, so now let's take a look at this. Let's dive in. And I just want to mention that when you stay until the end, you'll see a niche that my daughter started publishing to at 13 and has now grown to the $5,000 a month in sales level. All right, so I'm going to show you the exact niche that she's in right now. And don't share that with anyone. So as Bill said, my name is Ty. I've made 6 figures with a program that Amazon had back in the day. Actually, they still have this program. It's called the Amazon Advantage Program. How many people have ever heard of it? The Advantage Program is a program where if you're a physical book seller, you can ship books to Amazon and they'll list them on their site and then they'll fulfill the orders for you. So I got to the point where I was doing so well with this Amazon Advantage program, literally generating 6 figures from it, that Amazon invited me to become a KDP beta tester when they first opened up the Amazon Kindle publishing platform, the Kindle Direct publishing platform. I was a little bit skeptical. I thought, you know, who's going to buy eBooks? You know, like, I'm glad I was wrong, because now eBooks are major. I'm now known as the king of Amazon Kindle publishing. I've spent years running tests to discover what works and what doesn't, things like price points, topics, covers, how to start and profit fast. I've literally made millions with Amazon, and I have hundreds of extremely successful students across the globe, and I've taught dozens of 7- and 8-figure marketers the same strategies that I'll be teaching you. And most importantly, I've taught my family how to make a killing using this system. All right, this is the ultimate family business here. If you ever wanted to get your spouse, your significant, or your children to understand online marketing or entrepreneurship in some form or fashion, this is one of the best ways to get them involved, because it's so easy, it's hands-on, it takes very little capital to get started, and you start to see results like almost immediately. So now I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Listen, I started out working as a clerk at Walgreens pharmacy. Nothing special about me. So if I can do this, you can do this. Earnings disclaimer before we get started. You will most likely not make thousands and thousands of dollars from the first ebook that you publish. I just want to put that out there. I think if we're going to have a webinar or training, it should be totally 100% transparent, right? 100% honest. The other thing is, when I first got started, I literally just wanted to cover a few bills. I wanted to be able to make a couple of $100 a month so that I can put that towards, you know, the light bill or the cable bill or something like that, and have those bills covered by my Amazon earnings, right? This is a long-lasting business model that you can consistently generate income from for many, many years. I've done this for many, many years. And each month, each year, I see my revenue consistently increase, consistently. All right? So are you ready to discover the 3 secrets to publishing best-selling Kindle books on Amazon? Give me a big yes. Give me a big yes in the questions box. Okay, let's see. We've got the yeses coming in. Go for it. All right, so secret number 1 is how to come up with a best-selling book idea. in 3 minutes, literally in 3 minutes, even if you've never done anything like this before. I know we have a lot of new publishers here. We've got a lot of new internet marketers. We have a lot of new folks to the business realm in general. So here's how you come up with a best-selling book idea in 3 minutes. I'm going to show you that in just a few seconds, okay? Secret number 2, 3 ways to get your ebooks created super fast, even if you hate writing like I do, all right? And secret number 3, how to publish and launch your Kindle ebooks quickly and easily and start making sales, right? So let's dive into secret number 1, how to come up with a best-selling book idea in 3 minutes, even if you've never done anything like this before. So my secret weapon is to use the Google Keyword Planner to find a best-selling book idea and then come up with a killer title in minutes. Super easy stuff. I'll show you exactly how to do this. If you go over to Google, don't do this now. Write this down. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to google.com and then you're going to type in Google Keyword Planner. And it's usually the first or the second result that you'll see here. You do need like a Google account, so like a Gmail address or just a Google email account, and you can log in using the same credentials, right? Even if you have like a YouTube account like that, I think that would work, right? It's a free service, so you don't need to pay anything. And then once you click on that link, you're going to see a control panel that looks similar to this. This is where you would put your topic, your keyword, or the idea that you're considering publishing an ebook around. So for me, at this time, I was studying dreams interpretation. I was studying like lucid dreaming. How many people are familiar with lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming, in a nutshell, is basically you training yourself to be able to control your dreams and just be aware of what's taking place while you're dreaming, right? So it's like interactive dreaming in a sense. Oh, a lot of people are actually familiar with lucid dreaming. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, now here's the thing. You will click this link here. You're gonna, from the drop-down menu, hit search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. All right. Search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. Put your keyword or your idea here. And then you're going to select all locations, all languages, Google, and search partners, and then hit get ideas. On the next page, what's going to happen is, and this changes up the look of it from time to time, but for the most part, it still functions the same. On the next page, what's going to happen is Google will tell you how many monthly searches have been conducted for the phrase that you entered in the search box. So take a look at this. Meaning of dreams, right? Google tells us that for this phrase, meaning of dreams, there were 18,100 monthly searches conducted within the last 30 days, right? Within the last 30 days. Dreams and their meanings, 590 global monthly searches within the last 30 days. Dream meaning, 2,900. Dreams meaning 2,400. So pay attention to this because this is important. What I found is, here's the biggest tip right here, and if you haven't started to write anything down yet, you absolutely want to write this down. I found out that if your total average monthly search volume is between 10,000 to 100,000, then you've really caught on to a winner. Like, that's a good topic to publish an ebook around. So again, let me repeat that. How many people get that? Do you want me to repeat it? You want your total search volume to be between 10,000 to 100,000. And if it is, then that's like the sweet spot. Or as my buddies over in London would say, that's the honey spot. All right? Does that make sense? And I'll explain to you why. Anything less than 10,000 and the marketplace is just not big enough. Right? There's not enough demand. It's like having a Ferrari on a dead-end street. You've got all of this power, but nowhere to go. And then anything more than 100,000, right? And the universe, the marketplace is just too big. So does that make sense? Now, here's the thing. I want to make sure that before I go on with some of these things, because there's some really crucial, okay, really crucial pieces here. I want to make sure that you understand everything. Okay. How many results? No, as many results as you see here, Jay. So usually it's like the first 15 or so. Okay, gotcha. All right, awesome. Jay, great question, so I appreciate that. And here's the other thing, folks. Ask your questions, right? I'm going to cover your questions, and we'll have a really intensive Q&A session at the end of this as well. I'll stay until every single question has been answered, I guarantee you. So now, everyone has this. Let's move on. The other thing that you're going to use this Google Keyword Planner for is to, and you can literally use any keyword tool. Right, there's a few that I give you in the program too. So if you don't use Google Keyword Planner, you can use other keyword tools that tap into Google, right, into other search engines as well. Use this area to also help you find your titles. So for example, Meaning of Dreams, right? This is an awesome title. At least it's the start of an awesome title. So I would end this by saying Meaning of Dreams, right? That could be your main title, and then your subtitle, How to Decipher Last Night's Dream, or How to Tell What Your Dreams Really Mean. Do you see that? Here's another one, Dreams and Their Meanings. How to tell what your dreams mean. All right, so you really want to pay attention to this area as it relates to literally being able to cherry pick some awesome titles. And your titles are super, super important because they have a lot to do with the amount of success that you have. And I'll talk about that in just a bit more as well. But one of the biggest things that I get as far as questions go is, you know, Ty, why should we use a keyword planner tool or the Google Keyword Planner to find titles? Well, the answer is if you craft your titles correctly, you increase the chances of them ranking highly within both of these mammoth sites, right? Both Amazon and Google search engines. And being able to rank on both of these sites will dramatically boost your sales. I want to show you an example of this. Let's take a look at this, right? Using the keyword planner, being able to go in and properly craft your title, and then being able to go in and properly do your market research will give you an awesome title. So let's say this is an ebook that you've published here. How to market and sell your ebook. It's on Amazon. It's available for sale right now, but you have someone, let's say Michael, he comes over here to Google. He's unaware that you have this ebook on Amazon. So he goes over to Google, he types in how to market and sell your ebook. He has an ebook that he's considering publishing, and he just wants some advice and some information on how to go in and market and sell it, right? He comes across these listings, the results, after he hits search. And the first thing that he sees at the top are what? What are these here? I know this is a smart audience, so you folks are going to get this. What do you see at the top here? Ads, says Sandy. Jay says ads. Absolutely. Nick, let's see. Paid ads, says Don. Absolutely. Sponsored ads, says Michael. You got it. So these are ads, and I think everyone realizes that. So what happens now, we get kind of blind to them, right? We kind of tune them out. So what happens is our eyes gravitate down here to the organic listings. And what happens is, what really stands out amongst these organic listings? Out of these two, which one really stands out? Let's see who gets it first. Let's see. Amazon, says Don. Absolutely. And, you know, here's the thing. Why does the Amazon link stand out, this listing here? There's a few reasons why. There's probably about 6 or 7 reasons why. 5 stars, says Sandy. Same title, says, who is that? Joe. Amazon with 5 stars, says Gwen. The reviews, says Amy. Logo, says Michael. All right, I'm not sure. What do you see a logo at, Mike? But I guess you're talking about like the Amazon.com brand, right? Credibility, says Joe. Absolutely. Tons of credibility. When you order something from Amazon, you never doubt that it's going to come. Never, right? Trust, says Don. Absolutely. What else? Reviews, says Rob. Look at this. You have 47 reviews here. 5-star reviews. So in an instant, right, Just in a glance, you can tell that there's something that matches what you typed into the search box that is available for sale on Amazon. Okay, inventory and price. It says in stock, right? Tom just pointed that out. Good one, Tom. Price point, $4.99. It's super cheap as well. Correct, Jacob. Right? It even gives you the category listings here. So do you see that? Like Amazon does everything in its power to help you get your books listed. You just have to use a few of the tricks that I teach you in this program. Right? There's a few more that I show you in this program as well that helps you to really get your ebooks listed in Google. And this is one of those processes that help you skyrocket your sales here. Super easy stuff to do. Very systematic, super easy. Right now, let's continue on here. So secret number one was use the Google Keyword Planner to find hot topics and to create titles. Use the Google Keyword Planner to find hot topics and to create titles. Okay, now let's move on to number two here. Or actually, you know what, before we do that, let's do something because your titles are so important. I added this slide in here just to give you folks an extra bonus here. And just to stress on the importance of titles and why they help you sell. Let me ask you a question before we get into this next slide here. Again, I'm going to deviate a little bit from this because I want to give you as much value as possible. I want to just really give you what's working. Does anyone think that men and women shop differently? Like we have different behaviors when we shop? Give me a yes or no. Do you think? Rob was quick. Rob says, oh yeah. All right. Yes, sir, says Adam. Yes, yes, yes. Hell yeah, says Stan. Yes, says Gwen. Definitely, says Standy. Absolutely. And here, write this down too because you want to pay attention to this. It's so important to know your market. Most of the book sales and the ebook sales that come from Amazon are from women, right? Whether they're buying a book for themselves or an ebook for themselves, or if they're gifting it to a husband or a significant or one of their children or a friend, right? Women are very giving in that way. That's awesome. I love it. I love getting gifts. So keep it going, ladies. But when it comes to the way they shop for ebooks, women and men do so differently. So here's the thing. Women are a bit more analytical than us fellas, us guys, right? They'll look at and ladies, back me up on this. They'll look at the title first to make sure that it resonates with them because they don't want to waste their time. So they'll look at the title first to make sure that it resonates with them. If the title works, then they want to go in, right? And then they'll look at the cover and then they'll go in and read the description. And then they'll move on to reviews and things like that, right? So, ladies, am I right or wrong on this one? I've spent years studying this stuff. That's true, says Susan. Yes, says Gwen. Yes, says Amy. Right, says Gwen. Absolutely right, says Robin. Right? The ladies have spoken. Right? Guys, we're a little bit different. A little bit different here. Guys, help us. This gets us in a lot of trouble sometimes, right? Because the first thing we do is we're so focused on the outside. The first thing we do is we look at the cover first. We're visual. We look at the cover first and all of this stuff happens in a millisecond. It's not like something that you're really focusing on in minutes, folks. Understand that. Milliseconds. We look at the cover first, right? Before we get a true understanding of if there's any substance on the inside, and sometimes that gets us in trouble in more ways than just buying books. But don't tell my wife I said that. I don't want you guys messing up my happy home. I'm not talking about over here. But so we look at the covers first, and then we go and we look at the titles and then the descriptions, and then we'll look at the reviews and things like that. So if you understand that, right? I was having a little bit fun with this whole lesson here, but if you understand how powerful that is and you understand your market, you can really do some incredible things as far as sales. Most people, when they publish an ebook, they don't know half of the stuff that you're learning now, and then they get lackluster sales, and then they wonder why, right? Super simple stuff. Again, systematic. So now, is it okay if I move on to the next? I wanted to share that with you. Is that cool? I hope you guys didn't mind me deviating from that. And if I do that every once in a while, right? Because I've got some things that I want to really share with you. So let's move into the title enhancers, okay? Title enhancers are elements that double and triple your sales. Double and triple your sales. After months of testing, I found that simply adding the following elements to my titles can dramatically increase sales. I actually did this one time when I was just before I was going on vacation. We were going out to Puerto Rico to renew our wedding vows, like our 10th wedding anniversary, and we flew like the entire family out there and just had a ball. And I wanted to be totally disconnected from my computer. And about 2 days before we flew out, I started playing around with what I call title enhancers, and I started adding some of these elements to some of my titles. And then when we got back, right, I went in, I checked my sales, and I saw that just by adding what I'm about to show you, I was able to actually double and triple my sales in some occasions. Double and triple my sales and even quadruple them in some occasions, okay? So these are the title enhancers. Grab your pens, folks, because I want you to write these things down. Title enhancers are elements that answer the questions that your ebook buyers are asking themselves in their head, all right? So, for example, how to is a title enhancer. Quickest way to is a title enhancer. Fastest way to is a title enhancer. I'll give you some more in just a minute, but I want to focus on this first one here, all right? So let's say you have two ebooks, one on the left, one on the right. One is titled How to Stain Your Deck Like a Professional, and the one on the right is titled Learn to Stain Your Deck. And let's say you have a gentleman, let's say Johnny, right? Well, let me use someone who's on the webinar here. Let's see, who do we have here? Rob. All right, Rob, yes, that is a good tip for blog articles as well. So Rob, let's say Rob has promised his wife for the last 6 months that he's going to go out and stain the deck. Rob has never stained the deck before, but it's an awesome weekend. It's nice and warm out. Rob's wife says, either you're going to go in and stain this deck this weekend or you're going to be sleeping on the couch for the next 6 months. Rob is shaking in his boots. He's never stained the deck before, but he does know that he can pick up his mobile device or his Kindle device, his iPhone or his Android phone, and go over to his Amazon app and type in "stain a deck," and he knows that he can find an ebook on how to do so. He comes across two ebooks, and he's sweating right now. He's asking himself, how am I going to stain this deck? How am I going to stain this deck? How am I going to stain this deck? He types in stain a deck, and he comes across two ebooks. How to Stain Your Deck Like a Professional on the left, and Stain Your Deck on the right. Number one, number two. Which one do you think resonates with him the most? On a subconscious level, he's not even thinking about this. Number one, how to stain your deck, or number two, learn to stain your deck. Which one do you think resonates with Rob the most? Number one. Number one, says Michael. Number one, says Gwen. Gary says how to. Number one, says Amy. Number one, says Fair. Geo, I like that. Is that your real name, Fair? I want to know how, but I need to know how, says Stan. Learn, says Rob. Number one, says Ramesh. Jay says number one. Tim says number one. Constance says how to. Number one says Don. One says Robin. Miriam one. Let's see. Stu number one. Darren one. The answers are flying in. Not sure I could keep up. Number one says Karen. Yes, it is, says Fair Geo. I guess that is his name. One says Lillian. John. Number one says Dennis. Absolutely. If you said number one, you are 100% right. Andrew says number three. We haven't gotten to number three. We haven't even gotten to that one yet, Andrew. So, yes. But do you see how, right, a title enhancer can answer the question he's asking himself? Again, on the subconscious level, this is all taking place, right? In milliseconds, how am I going to stain this deck? He comes across an ebook titled How to Stain Your Deck Like a Professional, and it resonates with him. And he's right there. That's the one that I need, right? Here's another example of a title enhancer. Quickest way to. We always want the quickest ways to do things. So 21 quickest ways to make money online versus something like the guide to making money on the web, right? Or fastest way to. We always want a quick and a fast way to do things, right? So the fastest way to get your nursing degree versus Health Quad's nursing guide. Here's another example. Let's see. Easy ways to, quick and easy ways to lose weight. Quick and easy ways to lose weight. Right? Here's another one. Tips to, the world's best kept tips to losing weight. Right, so do you see how these title enhancers, before we move on, do you see how these things work? Like, does everyone get that? I've got a lot of other stuff that I want to cover, but I want to make sure that give me a big yes if you get that there before we move on. Okay, yes, this makes sense, says Rob. Yes, 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 yes. Great, great, great. Awesome. Okay, so here, let's continue to move on here. And I want to show you how you use your title enhancers along with the Google keyword tool. So let's take a look at this. So we're back in our Google keyword tool, right? We have our topic, and we've mashed it up with our title enhancer. So the topic is garden, and our title enhancer is how to. So we put them together, right? It's a mashup here. How to garden. We hit search. Google says for the phrase, and I'm going to test you on this one. So put your thinking caps on. I'm going to test you. Google says for the phrase how to garden, there were 45.5 million searches conducted last month for that phrase. Now, is that within our desired search criteria? 45.5 million. No, says Dennis. No, Stan. Tim says no. Nope, says Sandy. No, says Amy. Gwen, no. Yes, says Nagazi. No, says Gary. No, too big, says Adam. Too big, says Darren. No, Ray. No, Sherry. No, Robin. Don. Constance. Joe. If you said no, you're 100% right. Now, luckily for us, Amazon says, now, here's some other phrases that people are searching for that are related to your main phrase as well, right? Now, take a look at this. How to make a garden. 201,000 searches were conducted within the last 30 days. What else do we have? How to design a garden. 550,000, so just over 500,000. How to build a raised garden bed, right? 12,100. What else do we have? How to plant a garden. 301,000, right? Now, look at these. Which one would make the most sense to publish an ebook around? Number one, how to make a garden. Number two, how to design a garden. Or number three, how to build a raised garden bed. Or our last one, number four, how to plant a garden. Which one? Let's see, what do we have here? What's coming in? Let's look at the answers. All right, so we have number four, number three, number one, number two. Wow, you guys are all over the place. Number three, Lynn. Raised garden bed, says Shirley. Number two says Jacob. Number three says Ona. Ona Des. Number three says Mark. Number two, 12,000 volumes, says Don. Absolutely. Listen, if you said number three, you hit it right on the head. Right on the head. As a matter of fact, I should have kept this one to myself because it's a perfect, right? Listen, there's so many reasons why this one is perfect. Look at it. Let me know. In addition to, this is so perfect, I almost can't even talk right now. Don't tell my wife I gave this one away on a webinar. All right, 12,000 monthly searches. Do you think if you had 12,000 people searching for the phrase, how to build a raised garden bed, do you think you would be able to sell some of them onto your ebook? Yes or no? Yes or no? Absolutely yes. It would be some of the easiest money that you've ever made. Absolutely yes. Okay. Now, here's the other thing. Why else does this phrase stand out? Why else? There's a few other reasons here. How to, says Andrew. Absolutely. Very specific. It has our title answer in it, right? How to. Very specific, right? It says Jay, Australia, Constance, Margaret, Fergio. Long tail, so easy to rank, says Tim. Absolutely. It's distinctive, says Amy. Correct. Correct. All right, so now, the other reason why is, why else? What have we been talking about all this time? Titles, right? Is this not a good title or not? Like, look at this thing. How to build a raised garden bed. How to build a raised garden bed. Do you see that? Like, it doesn't get any more specific. This is not just how to build a garden bed, but it's raised. The other thing is, you can go in. That's an awesome title, says Don. I agree. That's awesome, right? Like, you can almost leave that just as it is. But if you wanted to add on to it, like I would go in and add on to this, how to build a raised garden bed in a weekend. Give me some ideas. How would you add on to this? How to build a raised garden bed that your neighbors will envy. How to build a raised garden bed quick and easy. How to build a raised garden bed for Japanese tomatoes, right? How to build a raised garden bed with vegetables, says Lynn. How to build a raised garden bed all by yourself, says Constance. Let's see, what else do we have? In a weekend, quicker than you think. I like that one. How to build a low-cost raised garden bed. There you go. How to build a raised garden bed this weekend for under $10, says Amy. How to build a raised garden bed for Andrew. That's a little bit different. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but Andrew's got some other ideas. How to build a raised garden bed in 5 easy steps, says John. So you folks have it. Do you see this? Like, again, super easy. Don't overcomplicate the process. Now, we've given you secret number 1, right? Secret number 2, the 3 ways to get your ebooks created super fast, even if you hate writing. So in my preferred order, there are 3 very simple ways to get content to sell. I've used all 3 of these, and all are very easy to do, extremely easy to do, even if you're a newbie to all of this. Number 1 is to get someone else to write it for you. In this program, I give you the 3 best sites to go in and have someone write your content for you. I use this option a lot, and I've actually paid as little as $100 to $125 to have people write content for me that I can sell over and over and over again. Right? You own 100% of the rights to it, and you can resell it as long and as often as you want. You can even put your name on it or use a pen name if you want. So this program, as I said, gives you the only 3 sites. I've tested literally dozens of different outsourcing sites and freelancing sites, but this program gives you the only 3 sites that I trust, but I've never had an issue with, that you should use when looking to have someone to write your content. Plus, I give you the exact wording to use when you're looking for someone. The other way to get your content created is to speak it yourself. Speak it yourself using like a transcription program. As a matter of fact, not transcription program, I'm sorry, a speech recognition program. There's one on almost every PC. Then you can have it transcribed. So you can use like speech recognition software like Dragon, or the one that's available for free on most PCs and on Macs, right? It's like Siri. Do you folks know where to find it on your computer? Google Voice as well. Thank you, Rob. Google Voice is a free speech recognition program that you can use as well. All right, so the third way is to write it yourself. The first couple of ebooks that I published, like the first 2, I had written myself. Not my favorite, but if you're a writer, this would be the perfect option for you. All right, so write it yourself. Easy, easy peasy. My wife can literally crank out an ebook in like a day and a half. So easy to do. Right? And the way I show you how to do it, I format it. The way I lay it out and format it for you in this program makes it even easier. All right? Secret number 3, how to publish and launch your Kindle ebooks quickly and easily so that you can start making sales. Now, this process literally takes about 5 to 10 minutes to both create your Kindle Publishers account as well as add ebooks to it. Again, Amazon has made it easy. They don't charge you to go in and open up a Kindle Direct Publishing account. No payment for that. You don't have to pay. The other thing is they've made the process easy. So literally, tell me some of the countries, what are some of the countries that you folks are watching from right now? Just listed in there, outside of the U.S. All right? If you're in the U.S., don't list the U.S., but if you're outside of the U.S., tell me what countries are you in? Don says Brazil, Barbados, Australia, UK, Nigeria, Australia again, New Zealand, Vietnam. Wow, awesome. Trinidad, Canada, Cayman Islands, one of my favorite islands, Australia, Hawaii is in the U.S. There you go, Stan. That's fine. But no matter where you're at, you can do this. You're not limited. So it doesn't matter if you're outside of the U.S. If you're in Ireland like Emma is, or if you're in Brazil like Andrew is, or Australia like Margaret and who else? Dennis or Denise, is it? Len. Or Argentina like Fergio is it? Or Barbados like Karen, right? Or New Zealand as Graham is in. You can do this. I literally have students that are killing it. Emer from Ireland, all right? I literally have students that are across the globe, that are in the UK, that are in Canada, that are in Australia, Russia, Mexico, France, Italy, Brazil, South Africa, Nigeria. I've got students everywhere that are crushing this. Wales, right? So secret number 3 is publish it, and then you're good to go. Your book is now published on Amazon and ready to make you money, right? Super easy. And again, Amazon has so many mechanisms in place that once you use the processes that I teach you in this program, you're able to go in and really crank up your sales. Right? And some of the ways to do that is once you publish, right? These are some of the things I show you how to do this in this program. Once published, you go up and crank up the sales by repeating the process and publishing more ebooks, including sequels. Show you how to do that. You then go in and you tweak elements of your existing ebooks. Things like your titles, your price points, your descriptions, your covers, right? And then if needed, you can always go back. Because these are digital books, you can always go back and change these elements after you launch your ebook. Okay, so let's review. Here's what we've covered so far. Secret number 1, how to come up with a best-selling ebook idea in 3 minutes, even if you've never done anything like this before. Secret number 2, 3 ways to get your ebooks created super fast, even if you hate writing. Secret number 3, how to publish and launch your Kindle ebooks quickly and easily and start making money in sales. And in the program, I really dive into secret number 3 and show you how to go in and really crank up your sales. So right now, if you see low sales or lackluster sales, in this program, I show you how to really 10x those sales and better. So is anyone starting to feel excited right now? Here's the thing. I got a confession. I think we've been pretty honest with each other during this entire presentation, right? Don says, me, I'm excited. Lisa, me, great stuff, Ty, says Amy. Here's one of the problems that you're going to have, though. Here's one of the problems. Me, Adam says, Adam says he's excited. Me too, says Ray. I'm excited, says Gwen. I'm excited too. Wonderful, says Robin. Here's the thing, though. I have to admit something to you. I'm stoked, says Darren. I am too. Here's one of the things. I have a problem, folks. Can I admit this addiction to you folks here, and we keep it amongst the group? I've gotten a lot better at it, but there was a time when I was addicted to like really logging into my Amazon Kindle account like 8-9 times a day, because I just was blown away by the sales. Like I just couldn't believe that while I was sleeping, someone would be buying my ebooks would sell. While I was out at football practice or cheer practice with my daughter, that I would be selling ebooks. While I was at the gym, my ebooks would be selling. While I was in the shower, that I would be making money. This is the truest form of passive income out there. Like, so I really was addicted to going in and I would log in to my Amazon Kindle account and check my sales like 7, 8, 9 times a day. I literally got to the point where I would wake up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, right, to go sneak down to my office and check my sales. My wife thought I was going to the bathroom or something. I'm logging in and I'm like, yes, I was making money. I couldn't believe that I'm making money while I'm sleeping. Like, this is a surreal feeling. Now I'm down to checking my cells about 3 times a day. All right, I'm a little bit better, Okay. Um, Gwen, awesome question. You can publish your ebooks in multiple languages. Actually, I'll show you how to do that in the program too. All right. Absolutely. Ray says, this sounds like the perfect business for a passive income that will support my family after I'm gone. Ray, you know what? I never thought about that, but it absolutely is. It absolutely is. All right. It's long lasting, brother, very long lasting. And it's something that when you do it, you start it off the right way. Because this is a long lasting business, you want to start it and build this business on the concrete, not on the sand. Right? I've been doing this for many, many years, and it still brings in a boatload of cash every month. Like, this is insane. All right, so now I get excited because not only am I seeing a ton of success with this, but so are my students. I want you to be one of my students as well. Here's, for my account, $30,000 in deposits from 1 month. Right, and I consistently see months where I make between $30,000 to $50,000 a month just publishing ebooks on Amazon. But more importantly than my success is the success of my students, like Brian here, who's a professor at Penn State up in Pennsylvania. All right, he sent me this text to say that he is now making $5,000 a month using this system. Here's another one of my students, Tracy Vorster. Tracy is about 60 years old, I think, and she's out in Seattle, Washington. Her first 2 days of using this program, she sold 5 copies, and now she's gone on to sell tons of copies. She sent me this text message. Here's the thing, though. We're like a family here, so I'm always in communication with my students. They're always texting me. They're always on Skype asking me questions. We've got a Facebook group of just hundreds of people that are doing great with this. One big family. We're always sharing ideas. I'll show you that in just a minute as well. And, you know, we just keep in contact. We help each other out. So when you join this program, you are never left alone. That was one of my pet peeves about when you join a program, that you get it and then you feel like you're left alone. That never happens here. All right, here's another testimonial from one of my students, 66 years old. He's out in Perth, Australia. He says, Ty, over the last year, I've continued to follow a Kindle cash flow system, and I'm now doing $20,000 per month in sales. So let me ask you, how many ebooks do you need to really do well with this? Using the system that I've created where I teach you how to do the research, I teach you how to craft your titles. I teach you how to write out your descriptions, the price points, and the outsourcing. Really important stuff, your descriptions and your price points. We don't have, maybe we might get to some of this at the end, but really important stuff. I really go into detail on all of this stuff, okay, in the program. On average, I see that you can make about $500 a month in sales per ebook. So how many ebooks do you need? Imagine having 5, 10, or 20 ebooks all bringing in $500 or more in monthly recurring passive income. This is a system where you do the work once and your ebooks sell for months and years to come. I still have ebooks that I published 4 years ago that are making me money day in and day out to this day. So again, it's the ultimate residual income system that pays you over and over and over again. So ask yourself, how much money, again, we've been really transparent. I've laid a lot of things out on the line. I've added a ton of extra stuff in this presentation. Let's be honest, I won't call out your name, but tell me, how much extra money do you need to make a difference in your life? Is it $500, $1,000, $2,000? Put it into the chat box, the questions box. And again, I won't call out your name, all right? But I'm just curious. So some people say 5,000, 2,000, 2,500, 4 books, so meaning 2,000, 5,000, 500, 10,000, 5, 10,000, 5,000, 7,000, 2,000, 6,000. Okay, so awesome, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate. Someone was really exact with it. $2,341.78. Is that a mortgage? Amazon pays my mortgage here. All right. Our home is almost paid up for, I think we have about another year, but that's, Amazon pays for it, right? We live a totally debt-free life, and we travel everywhere. We just got back from, I have 4 kids, right? So my wife and our 4 kids, we just got back from traveling to Thailand for 2 weeks, right? So first we flew into China, And then from China, first we flew from North Carolina to Jersey, and then from Jersey to China. And then from China, we flew into Bangkok. And then we spent a couple of days there, and then we went into Chiang Mai, spent a couple of days there, and then we flew into the beach area, Phuket out there. And guess who paid for that luxury vacation? We stayed at some of the best places. Yes, Sandy, I do. Amazon paid for that. All right? So here we go, Joe. So how could this change your life? What would you do with the extra income? Think about it. Would you put it towards your kid's future? Use it to pay off your mortgage? Buy a house? As I just bought my mom a house, right? Buy your dream car, pay off bills, get out of debt. As I said, we have no debt except for our mortgage on our personal home. Travel the globe, donate to charities. The possibilities are literally endless. What are some of the things that you would do with this money? Go ahead and put it into the questions box. And once you start to build up an income like this, a monthly recurring income, use it for smart things, right? Invest in other businesses. Publish more books. Don't get complacent with it. Don't squander it. So let me ask you a question here. And again, let's be honest. For past hour, would you agree it's been time well spent? Give me a big yes or no. Would you agree it's been time well spent? Yes, says Ray. Yes, says Carl. Yes, says Sandy. Yes, very much, says Amy. Yes, says Shirley, Adam, Rob, Margaret, Don, Marco, Denise, Dennis, Mark, Len, Fergio, Don says for sure. And for me, Joe, Maggie, Darian, Kenneth, Foy, Gabriel, Kay. And it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going. I appreciate the love, folks. Now, obviously, you know that we're all grown adults here. We're big girls and boys here, right? Obviously, I can't cover everything you need in a 90-minute presentation, but I wanted to give you some really juicy stuff. In addition to that, I've also created a special offer so that you can get everything that you need to know. And if you act fast, I'm actually going to give you a very special deal. I'm at the point right now where I don't want to work with a lot of people, so I'm really limiting the number of people that I'm working with. And I also have commitments to my other students. So I've really lowered this number to a very small number of people. So when I give you the URL, I want you to act fast if you really want to be one of these few individuals that I'm going to commit some time to. Because I commit time to you because I want to make sure that you're successful. This is super easy to do. So is it okay if I help you and share this program with you? Now, one of the things that I realize is that old habits die hard. Sometimes we watch webinars, we watch presentations, we go to a seminar, we watch a Tony Robbins video or a Jim Rohn or a Les Brown video or Eric Thomas audio we listen to, and we're pumped up at the moment, but what happens? As soon as we leave that element or we're no longer around, we start to get complacent and we go back into our old habits. That's what happened to me. I don't want this to happen to you, so I've created a program that will take you by the hand, that will also introduce you to our community so that you're never left alone and so that you have accountability partners. I think that's a big part of it. It's just seeing other people who are starting from nothing and being able to work their way up to a level of success. So you will become part of our Facebook community, our private group, where you'll see people that are starting out just like you. The folks that are right here on this webinar. And plus you'll get to meet people like Darren DeVry, who's doing $20,000, $22,000 a month right now. You'll get to meet other students that are making hundreds of dollars a month and thousands of dollars a month and tens of thousands of dollars. Now, let me just be clear because I was asked this one time. This is not my $20,000 program. Right? I have a program where I work with you one-on-one. It costs $20,000 plus 10% of your sales up to $100,000. This is not that program. I'm actually not taking any more students for that program. Right? I have 5 students right now that I have in that program, and I'm not taking any more. But this is, all right, an online home study program where you get to see what I do as I do it, why I do it, and the results that I get as I do it as well. Okay? So this is the Kindle Cashflow online program, and I'm going to show you what you'll get. With this program, you're going to get what's known as the setup, and this is a $997 value. This covers setting up your account, how to get started quickly, what not to do so that you don't get banned. You also get the Kindling for Profits module, which is a $1,497 value. This covers finding the right niche in readers, niches that sell, and readers that buy. you'll also get the buyer magnet module, which covers the critical must-have elements that will make your ebook sell. We talk about covers, and I really go into detail on covers here, right? Your second line of defense are your covers. We talk about pricing. If you have the proper pricing in place, your sales will skyrocket. Descriptions. If you know how to craft your description, and I show you how to get descriptions for free. I show you how to get other people to write your descriptions. Reviews. I show you how to get reviews. So this is a $2,997 value, this module here. All right. You'll also get the KDP Cast Extraction module, which is a $3,500 value. And in this module, I show you the secret ways to use the Kindle Direct Publishing platform to make more money than most people ever will. All right, so there's a total of everything here, total value of $8,991. Now, it doesn't stop here because, as I said, I only want to work with this is not one of these deals where the first 20 or 30 or 50 people get in. Only 10 people are getting in on this deal because I just don't have the time to dedicate to everyone. And I only want to work with really serious people. This is something that is life-changing. I've seen many people change their lives. I've seen many people change the lives of their family, the lives of their significants, the lives of their spouses and their children just by being able to work with me one-on-one here. So I've got some extra fast action bonuses for the first 10 people only. So one of those bonuses, remember I told you that my daughter, all right, is making $5,000 a month, and she's doing that by publishing mystery thriller novels, all right? This is one of these one-time only, I'm going to hold a one-time only exclusive bonus class for those that get in today, where you'll be shown how my daughter makes $5,000 a month publishing mystery thriller novels, all right? She's just a teenager, folks. You'll see how she comes up with ideas, extremely simple. How she does her research, you're not going to believe this, right? And then you'll see the fishing method that she uses to hook buyers in. She's sold over $50,000 worth of ebooks using this method alone. You'll also get the letter method that she uses to make people buy every single title in her ebook series. Now, this is a special class, a bonus class that we're working on, me and her, and this class will start 6 to 8 weeks from now. All right, this is going to be only available to the first 5 people to say that I'm in. Okay, the first 5 who go in and place their order and then say I'm in. All right, so now fast action bonus number 1, in addition to what I just shared with you, the Google Kindle Crunch. Remember where I showed you earlier how you can get your ebooks listed in Google and use the leverage of that massive power of both Amazon and Google to help you sell your ebooks? Well, I put together an entire mini course, an entire module that shows you how to do that. And this module is called the Google Kindle Crunch. It's valued at $1,997. And this is actually where 30% of my sales come from. So if I make $30,000 that month, 10,000 of that will come from what you'll be shown in this module here. So this shows you how to get your ebooks listed in Google and how that can increase your sales big time. So you'll get this if you're one of those first 10 fast action buyers there. You'll also get the money multiplicity bonus, bonus number 2. This module shows you how to publish the same content that you'll be publishing to the Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing platform and take it and also publish it to the Barnes & Noble's Nook Press platform as well as the Apple iBookstore platform. All right, so that you triple your ebooks exposure. So you take that content and you now make it available and visible to the folks on these other 2 hugely successful platforms. All right, this is a $997 value, and in this module I show you exactly how to do that. Now, here's something that people snatch this up. They love this, and that is your own virtual assistant. All right, again, if you're one of the first 10, you're going to get your own virtual assistant. This is a live person that will be able to help you with things like researching your topics, coming up with title ideas, writing out descriptions, communicating with your writer if you hire an outsourcer, or any of the other things that you might be doing in your business right now. This person, you'll get them for 40 hours, and I actually have to limit this, again, because this actually costs me money. It's a $600 value, and you get this individual for 40 hours, okay? You'll also get access to our private Facebook group, where you get to ask questions, you get to get updates, you get to share ideas, you get to brainstorm, and you get help, right? One of the quickest ways to be successful at anything is to study how successful people think. And by getting access to this private Facebook group where we have almost 800 students right now that are crushing it. Again, some of it are just starting out as you are, and some that are having mega success, making tens of thousands of dollars. Some that are making just a couple of $100 because they just started, and some that are making thousands of dollars. All right, so you'll get access to that group as well. Now, with this, I had two choices. The first was to go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many as possible. And that wouldn't incentivize me to really stack the value on for you. Like I said, I just want to work with a handful of people. But for this event, I still went really inexpensive just because it's Bill and you guys are part of his following here. The second option, which requires a slightly higher investment, but in exchange, I'll be able to devote more resources to guarantee your success. So if you get to the point where, like my student there in Dubai, you're making $20,000 a month, yes or no, would it make sense to pay $5,000 for something like this? Now, you're not going to pay $5,000, but I'm just asking you the question. Would it make sense to pay $5,000 for something like this if you're making $20,000 a month? Michael says yes. Rhonda says, of course. Joe says, sure. Yes, says Darren. Yes, of course, says Amy. All right, so now, then every sale after that month is pure profit, right? So again, remember, only the first 10 people will get all of the fast action bonuses. So type this URL in fast so that you're one of them when I give it to you. With everything that you get, coupled with the earnings potential, you can see why this program is a good deal at $5,000, right? And typically I sell this, normally when I'm selling this from the stage, I sell it for $2,997 for the general public, right? But because you are at this event, you can get started now for just $997 if you're one of the only 10, all right, fast action bonus members that I'm going to be taking on. So again, as you go in, and I'm going to answer every single question, as I said, every single question. I'm going to put this URL into the chat box so you can click onto it. But again, we're taking 10 folks, and you want to be one of those 10. So as you get your order in, because I want to be able to properly disperse all of the bonuses, I want you to put "I'm in" into the questions box once you go in and make your order. So there you go. I just gave you the URL. It's 30dayprofits.com. And the beautiful thing about this is if you have no money, you can use PayPal credit and get access to this program with no payments or interest for 60 months, right? We actually have instructions. I've created an instructional video on that page where you can go in and see how you can go in and apply for PayPal credit. It literally takes like 4 seconds, right, to use PayPal credit if you're in the U.S. And again, I'm going to answer every single question. So if you have questions, hang on. As you go in, wow, the I'm ins. People are already saying I'm in. That is awesome. Joe, hang on for a second. Gwen, hang on as well. I got an answer to your question. Andrew, welcome aboard. Andrew says I'm in. Ronaldo says I'm in as well. Now take a look at this. This has been my best month so far. Another testimonial, right? With 258 sales to date with only three titles. Imagine if he's selling these at $10 each. That's $2,580 that he's making. I'm very happy with the progress considering my circumstances. He went through a bankruptcy and things like that. I just wanted to say thank you again. I could see the end of the tunnel. I asked him if I could use this testimonial, and he wrote me back the next day, and he says, dude, it's a day later, and now my sales have increased to 336 sales as we speak. I'm happy with that. I was hoping for 200 sales this month, so I'm really happy. I'm going to try for 1,000 sales a month. Now, imagine 1,000 sales at $10 each, right? Not too long after that, actually just recently, he sent me another testimony on Skype. He says, Ty, over the last year, I've continued to follow the Kindle cash flow system, and I'm now doing $20,000. $20,000. Wow, the sales are coming in fast and furious, folks. If you want to be one of the top 10, go in and get your order in now. The Kindle cash flow system, and I'm now making $20,000 per month. This guy is 66 years old. Not old at all, but for some, if they're 66, they might, some people are 50 and 40 and they limit their thinking. That's the only difference between someone that's successful who can take this type of a system and someone who has a limited thought process, right? So this is something that will work for you. If all this did was finally allow you to generate a consistent hands-free passive income every month, would it be worth it? Think about that. Okay? If all this did was finally allow you to generate a consistent hands-free passive income every month, okay, would it be worth it? Yes or no? All right? If all this did, this is what did it for me. If all this did was give you the kick in the butt to finally get you moving and making money, would it be worth it? This is what did it for me. I went from struggling to really crushing it online because I was able to get focused, right? And it was this program, right? If all this did was give you 2 or 3 ebooks that each brought in $500 per month to pay a bill or save, would it be worth it? Think about that, right? Think about that. Michael says, I'm in. Ronaldo, I'm in. This is the entire Kindle Cash Flow program. You'll get instant access to it online, all right? And you can get access by going to 30dayprofits.com. Again, if you don't have the funds on your card right now, you can pay using a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover, or you can use this nifty PayPal credit option that's up there. You'll get the setup, which is a $997 value. This covers setting up your account, how to get started quickly, what not to do so that you don't get burned. You'll also get the Kindling for Profits module, which is a $1,497 value. This covers finding the right niche and readers, niches that sell and readers that buy. You'll also get the, what else do we have? The Biomagnet module for $2,997 value that is comprised of this module. This one covers the critical must-have elements that will make your ebook sell. We talk about covers. We talk about price points. We talk about descriptions. We talk about reviews. All of the stuff that helps you to really crush it. All right. You'll also get the KDP Cash Extraction module, which is a $3,500 value. And I'm sorry, folks, we're coming down to the wire here. Ray says I'm in. Susan says I'm in. Jesse says, what's the URL again? Let me give it to you, Jesse. It's 30dayprofits.com. John says, I'm having trouble getting through with my mobile. John, again, click onto the link. Are you able to see the questions box? If so, John, you can click onto that link and you'll be able to get in. Right? Let me know if you're having an issue, John. So the total value of everything that you're going to get is $8,991. We have just a handful of more slots left here. You'll also get these fast action bonuses. Fast action bonus number 1, which is the Google Kindle Crunch. This shows you how to get your ebook listed in Google and how to increase your sales big time. This is where 30% of my sales come from. So again, if I do, if I have a month where I do $45,000 a month, 15,000 of that will come from my books being properly listed in the Google search results. Killer stuff. This is stuff that you want to see. This is stuff that I should be charging just $3,000 alone for. All right, this is a $1,997 value. You'll also get fast action bonus number 2, which is the money multiplicity bonus. And then this bonus, I show you how to publish the same content, the same exact ebooks that you'll be publishing to the Kindle Direct publishing platform, right? And we've got Terry. Terry says, I'm in. Welcome aboard, Terry. You'll be able to take that same content and publish it to the Barnes & Noble's Nook Press platform as well as the Apple iBookstore platform, right? And this is a $997 value. Okay, lots of folks that are coming in. Again, as you get in, put I'm in into the questions box. Darren says, I must get this, I'm in. All right, good to have you. Foy, good to have you as well. All right, looks like we might have about 1 or 2 more slots. So if you wanna get in, Thomas says I'm in. Good to have you, Thomas. If you want to get in, put I'm in right now. Let's see how many people are looking to get in, but you just haven't been able to process your order yet. You're still working on it. Put I'm in so I can see who's serious about this. All right, and maybe we might be able to. Let's see. Maybe I can talk to Bill or so, and maybe we can open up. I'm in and trying the process, says Foy. Okay. So if you're trying to get in right now, and if you're serious about getting in, put I'm in, and maybe I'll see what we can do here. Gwen, hold on for 1 second. I have something for you, Gwen. Okay. Here's the other thing. You're going to get your own virtual assistant here, folks. all right? Who can help you with researching your topics, coming up with title ideas, writing out descriptions, communicating with your writer, or anything else that you can think of, including working on some of your other businesses, right? This person you'll get for 40 hours, a $600 value. You don't have to use them right away. You can use them once you're ready, all right? Miriam, what seems to be the issue? Okay. John says, I'm processing my order right now. Good to have you. Welcome aboard, John. John, let me know once you're in so I can count up all the heads that we have. Foy says, I'm in and processing. Gwen says, I'm in. Jesse says, I'm in. All right. Lots of I am. Again, that URL is 30dayprofits.com. This is the thing that is really going to help you here, folks, because with this program, as I said, you're never left alone by yourself. We have an awesome, awesome, awesome community. So you will get help as often as you need it. Like, we are right there. We're right there. Miriam, are you in? I know that you were processing your order. And Foy, are you in? Let me know once you're in, because I can only hold those spots for so long. We have a lot of people that want to get in as well. You're also going to get this one-time only exclusive bonus class for those that order right now. And in this class, we're going to show you, this is going to be a live class where we'll show you how my 15-year-old makes $5,000 a month publishing mystery thriller novels. Okay? Mystery thriller novels. This is awesome. Awesome stuff. Okay? Now, again, get started now for just $9.97. You can use PayPal credit. I see a few folks are using PayPal credit to get in here. If you're in the U.S., okay, if you're in the U.S., you can use that. Okay, so now you have two choices. The first option is to do nothing and not take this leap of faith. All right. The next option is to pony up this small, tiny investment today compared to all of the value that you'll receive in return, and just give it a shot. Just give it a shot, folks. Sometimes you have to gamble on yourself. If I had never taken a gamble on myself, I would have never been able to accomplish the major goal that I did today. And on top of that, because I want you to succeed, and because I'm always going to be there, I have this crazy 3-part guarantee. Take a look at this thing. 3 parts to this guarantee. Number 1 is research. If you can't find a hot topic to create your first ebook around, I will personally help you to get started. All right? Who does that? Think about that. I will personally help you to get started. All right? So we've got Jesse is in. Welcome aboard, Jesse. All right? Now, here's the other thing here. Let's look at this thing. Outsourcing. If you can't find someone to write your ebook for you, I will give you access to one of my best writers who will write your first ebook for under 150 bucks. Okay, do you see that? Under 150 bucks. I will. So the third part to my crazy 3-part guarantee is sales. This is killer right here. If after 60 days you're not making at least 500 bucks per ebook, I will have one of my top coaches jump on a call with you to help kickstart your sales. All right, John, welcome aboard, John Vidal. All right, I see that your order just came in. Kay, welcome aboard. Kay Pope, you're in. All right, Darian, yes, I have something for you, Darian. Hold on, okay, Darian, Gwen, hold on for 1 second. All right, Foy, hold on. Who else we've got? Okay. Now, here's what we got. I don't know if Bill is still there, but I want to see something because I told Bill that I'm only going to limit this to 10 people. So, Bill, are you still around right now? Now, here's the thing. I only want serious people. Once you're in, you are in, right? No tire kickers. You'll know if this is for you. I'm looking for serious students that are ready to explode their Kindle publishing business this year. This year. This is going to be a killer way to have a killer holiday, an amazing holiday. All right, Bill, you might be muted out. I think Bill was having some issues here. So again, let me put the URL into this thing here. With other opportunities, it can take 3 to 5 years to get your initial investment back. With this, you get 5 times that amount back with your first couple of ebooks that you publish. Okay. So I'm clicking. I'm putting the URL in here. Gwen, hold on for a second. I have something for you, Gwen. All right. Here's the tale of 2 people, folks. All right. We just have someone else that came in, Associated Freedom Ventures. I'm not sure who that is, but welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. All right. Amy, I have you. Amy says, all right, here. Amy, let me get over this. I got you, Amy. But let me just cover this really quickly. Miriam, go ahead. I'll wait for you. Okay, Sandy, go ahead. Sandy, let me know what happens there, okay? Miriam and Sandy, let me know what happens, okay? I got to take care of the ladies here. All right, and Amy, you too as well. I have you. You're in, all right? Just let me know once you've processed your order. Miriam, Sandy, and Amy, put I'm in into the questions box once you've processed, and I'll hold off for you. Now, here's the tale of two people, folks. We've got Timid Tommy here. Timid Tommy is the individual that's always doubting himself. Timid Tommy is the person who says, I can't do it. Ty can do it. He may be smarter than me. He may have some type of an advantage. All right. But if you're listening to this funny list that I got here, right, this funny accent, you know that I don't have any advantage. I'm no smarter than you. Right? I actually failed English 101 not once but twice. Timid Tommy is the person that never gambles on himself. Timid Tommy is the person that'll do things for everyone else, but he never puts the risk. He never tries things for himself. Don't be Timid Tommy. All right? Margaret, yes, I do, Margaret. Hold on for 1 second. Miriam, go ahead. I'm not sure what your question is, Miriam. Brave Bob is the person who thinks that, I can do it. Brave Bob is that individual that everything seems to work for him. Everything seems to work for him because he's willing to gamble on himself. He's willing to try things. All right? He's willing to try. You have to be Brave Bob sometimes. Right? Let me show you what to do next here because I know some people are trying to go in and order. So you're going to go to 30dayprofits.com. Then you'll see an order form that looks like this. If you want to pay using your Visa, your MasterCard, your Discover, right, you can click onto this link. If you want to pay using PayPal, funds that you have in PayPal, or using a bank account that you might have that's connected to PayPal, you can use this button here. If you want to apply for PayPal credit, if you're in the US, then you can click this button. All right, does that make sense? If you're using a credit card, use this button. If you're paying by PayPal, like how you would normally make a PayPal payment, using PayPal funds or your bank account or your credit card that's attached to your PayPal account, use this button. If you want to use PayPal's buy now, pay later feature, PayPal credit, you can click this button if you're in the US. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is an awesome way to go in and get access to this program immediately. You'll get access to it right now. You go in, you apply for PayPal credit. If you're in the US, they give you that credit, right? It takes this literally takes about 4 seconds to apply, okay? About 4 seconds to apply for. And you can go in and start applying this program, making money with it, and then in 6 months when it's time for you to pay PayPal back, you'll have made the money. All right, does that make sense? All right, so who else is here? Okay. Okay, Amy, I will. Hold on, get 1 second. Miriam, okay, hold on. Let's see here. Amy, I'll go over that. Amy is asking me to go over my 3-part guarantee. I definitely will, okay? Give me 1 second. So here's the entire course. 30dayprofits.com is where you can go. All right. And here's everything that you'll get. You'll get the setup, $997 value. All right. Setting up your account, how to get started quickly, what not to do so that you don't get banned is what we cover in this module. Kindling for Profits module covers, and this is a $1,497 value. In this module, we cover finding the right niche, right? And readers, niches that sell and readers that buy. Okay, and here's the next module that you're also going to get. This one is the buyer magnet module, which is a $2,997 value. This module covers the critical must-have elements that will make your ebook sell. So in this module, I talk about things like coverage, your price points, your descriptions, your reviews. Okay, I also give you the KDP cash extraction module, and in this module, all right, Reggie, welcome aboard. In this module, this is a $3,000. $500 value. And in this module, we cover the secret ways to use the Kindle Direct publishing platform to make more money than most people ever will. All right. So total value, $8,991. Now, you're also going to get the fast action bonuses here. So you'll get the Google Kindle Crunch, which covers getting your ebook listed in Google. And this is a $1,997 value. This you want. You want this bonus here. You'll also get this one, another bonus that you want, the Money Multiplicity bonus, which covers how to take the same content that you're publishing on Amazon and be able to publish it to the Barnes & Noble's Nook Press platform and the Apple iBook Store platform. All right. You'll also get the virtual assistant for 40 hours. Again, that website address is 30dayprofits.com, and you'll also get access to the private Facebook group. I'm going to show you this Facebook group as well. Okay. Let's see. Foy says, hey, I'm in. Got PayPal to front me the money. Welcome aboard, Foy. Good way to get in. All right. Amy, I got you covered. Gwen, I got you covered. Hang on for a second. Okay. Let's see. Amy, I think that's the same Amy. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Right now, we actually have, I'm going to do something that I have never done before. I want everyone, who still wants to get in? Let's see this. Give me a show of hands. Who wants to get in? Give me a big yes if you still want to get in. Oh, just tell me me. Just type in me if you still want to get in. Sandy says yes. Me says Amy. Me says Margaret. Me says Darren. Okay. Michael says me. We've got Kenneth says me. Russell says me. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more people that want to get in. Right now, we are already at 11 people that are already in, so I'm actually over bonuses. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open it up to 20 people. The 20 people that get in, whether you're watching this right now live as we are here, or if you're watching the replay, you will get in. Okay, you're gonna get every single bonus. This is. Like I said, I was able to achieve a lifelong dream of mine today by being able to buy my mom a house using this exact same system. So I'm gonna pay it forward, and that is I'm gonna give every single person that gets in, that goes to 30dayprofits.com, that gets in, I'm gonna give you all of the bonuses. So every single bonus that I mentioned. All right, so Darren, Margaret, Gwen, Amy, Carl, Shirley, Robert, Reggie, Marquel, Russell, all of you folks, you're going to get every single bonus, all right, when you go and you order before this webinar ends. Now, I'm also going to show you something pretty cool here, all right? Here's a text again. Oh, this is one of our Facebook students here, right? But I want to do something extra special for you guys here. Let me show you this. I know a few people are having problems getting in as far as payment-wise. You don't have the money. We've got 9 more slots left, all right? This is your payment plan, Kenneth. Do you see your screen? All right? Sandy, did you process your order already? Let me know. So here, if you're having an issue, if $9.97 is too much, I'm going to break it up into 2 payments. So you can go to 30dayprofits.com if you want to make one payment of $9.97. If you want to break this down into 2 payments, all right, with your first payment of $5.49 right now, you can go to yourkindlekit.com. Okay, is that fair enough? I normally don't even show this slide to people when I do this webinar, and I actually hardly ever do this webinar anymore because I'm too busy working with my students and working on my business, right? I mean, I love doing this stuff. So if is that fair? And please don't share this link with anyone because I don't want that bonus I don't want this 2 payment link getting out. All right, so I'm going to put the link into the chat box here. Now, is that fair there, folks? I like to be fair again. So it's 30dayprofits.com for one payment of $9.97, or you can go to yourkindlekit.com, right? So http://www.yourkindlekit.com. kindlekit.com, and I still want to answer your questions as well. You guys have been an awesome audience. You're some fast action takers. And right, there's the link that you would use if you want to make 2 payments of $549. So just 1 payment now, and then 30 days from now, you'll make the other payment. All right, so Sandy, let's see, the page I'm already in. Ray, welcome aboard. You're good to go, buddy. All right, Ray, you might want to hang around because I want to show you our Facebook page, okay? Sandy, what is your phone number, Sandy? I'll have someone give you a call. Give me your phone number and email address. If I try to go to PayPal, I shall lose connection with the webinar. Sorry, I'm too slow to join, says Miriam. Miriam, write down the URL, okay? 30-day profits. Here's the other thing. You can't use the PayPal the PayPal credit option with the 2 payment option. The PayPal credit option can only be used if you pay in full, okay? Sandy, that's what I was going to say. Try a different browser, okay? There you go. Kenneth, you have that payment plan. Is that good there? Gwen, there's the payment plan. I'm only going to let the first 5 people take that payment option here. So 2 payments of $549, go in. You know what? First, because we have 9 more people that want to get in, the first 10 people that want to use the payment plan. All right, so YourKindleKit.com if you want to make 2 payments of $549 with your first payment right now, and then your next payment 30 days from now. Or you can go to 30dayprofits.com if you want to use the full pay option. All right, so let's ask me some questions, folks. I want to answer some of your questions here. Before I've got a ton of video testimonials that I want to show you of people that are actually having a ton of success with this thing. Folks that are actually doing very well in a variety of niches. You won't believe some of these things when I show you, and some of the amounts of money that they're making with this thing. All right. So ask me some questions here. Miriam, you can go in. Go ahead and get your order in now. Melissa, same thing with you. That's fine. All right, you can get your order in now as well. Let's see here. And I want to show you something really quickly here. I want to show you the Facebook group here. So let me just back out of this. Give me 1 second. Who wants to see our Facebook group with the audience that we have here and our awesome members? If Gwen, no, you don't. That's totally up to you. All right. We do the bi-weekly coaching there. So that's totally up to you. If you want to do bi-weekly coaching and you get on our coaching program, our coaching calls, and that's fine as well. If not, that's fine. All right. We make those calls recorded. Ifini, can I make the money? Nonfiction. Yes, Ray, absolutely. You absolutely can. Ray is asking, Gwen, welcome aboard. Gwen says, I am in. Finally, Gwen. Awesome. All right. Resolute Clarity, is that you? I can't, Ray asks, he says, I can't do fiction. Can I make the money with nonfiction? With nonfiction? And the answer is yes, you can. All right. This works for both fact and fiction. I'm glad you asked that, Ray. Normally I would go in. Carl, good to have you in, Carl. Carl is in also. All right, that was okay, that was Carl there. Okay, good to have you in. Gwen is in, Carl is in. So that means we just had 3 more people. So that means we have only 4 slots left. So whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, get in because we have just 4 slots left. I love dealing with folks that take action and that are serious. You folks are going to really, really enjoy this. Now, I want to show you our Facebook group here, right? Does anyone want to see the Facebook group? Kay, good to have you in. Kay, we got you as well. Good to have you in, Kay. From Associated Freedom. Yep, I saw that one. Good to have you in. So here we are. All right, now I'm going to show you my screen. Can you see my screen right now? Let's see. Show screen. Boom. You should be able to see my screen right now. Let me know if you can. Give me a big yes or no. This is our Facebook group here. Darren says, Ty, I'm in. Good to have you, Darren. Wow, good to have you, buddy. I'm excited here for you. All right, so we've got 3 new people that want to join. Once you get in, you're going to get an email. We've got Terry, Sue, Michael, McLeod. I'm going to go in and approve all of you folks here. Sometimes either me or one of my administrators or one of my coaches will approve you. All right. Now, let's go back to the discussion board. Here we had a webinar today. So here's the thing. You are never left alone. You are never left alone. We do these bi-weekly trainings here, right? Where you get to here, take it out, take a look at it. We had one today, all right? No, actually, this is old. We didn't have one today. This posting is old. It shouldn't be pinned anymore. I'm not sure why that's it. Let me unpin that. But we do these bi-weekly trainings, and we've got someone else who wants to join. You're going to see we've got Gwen, all right, and Ray Evans. Good to have you folks, all right. Darren, it's a good deal. Let's see. Good to have you as well. Thanks for joining, folks. What happens is, where was I at? I lost my train of thought. Oh, so we always have great content here. Like I said, we have, look at this. There's 813 members right now that are in this thing, and we all help each other out. Okay, so you see some of the questions. Here's someone's cover. This is a good book. Cover design, weekend wealth transfer. We help you with your covers and things like that as well. We give you advice on what topics are working. So anytime you get stuck or if you just have a question, you can come in here. All right, so again, we have, looks like we had about, while I was talking, we had 2 more people come in. I said we had 4 slots, so I think we have about 3 slots left now. All right, I'm in. Did I make it? Says Sandy. Oh, we have 2 more slots. So he's finally in. All right, Darren, I cover that. Darren says, how do we create covers? I cover that in the course. All right. Oh, Marion, that's fine. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. If you need to talk this over with your spouse, your significant, or your business partner, write down these URLs. Write down the URL, 30dayprofits.com, $9.97, and write down yourkindlekit.com, $549 times 2. Kenneth, good to have you, brother. Who's Take Flight? We just got a payment from Take Flight and Resolute Clarity. Oh, Resolute Clarity, I know who that is. Who's Take Flight? That sounds like an awesome name there. What do you do? Who's Take Flight? You guys have some awesome business names. Wow. Sandy, okay. Sandy, what do you do? I love that name. Dennis, thank you. All right. So here, we're not done here. Let's see. So tell me, why haven't you signed up? If you haven't signed up yet, we still have a ton of people that are watching. I'm curious, why haven't you signed up? Tell me. Why is it? Talk to me. Let's have an honest conversation here. Is it because you don't think that you can come up with ebook titles or ebook ideas, I should say, that sell? Is that why? And again, we have 2 more slots left. My dog is going nuts in here. Do you hear her? Or reason number 2, you're just nervous about putting it all together. Let's go back to this one. Let's cover this one. If you don't think that you can come up with ebook ideas that sell, right? Remember, you've got this crazy, oh, you know what? Someone wanted me to go over that 3-part guarantee again. Who was it? Local marketing business. Awesome. Okay. I like that, Sandy. Digital marketing, Ray. Awesome. Do graphics, etc. Ray, you will do great with this. All right. Let's see. Someone wanted me to go over the 3-part guarantee. Let me know who that was. I forgot who it was if you're still watching. So here, tell me why haven't you signed up? Reason number 1 is you don't think that you can come up with ebook ideas that sell. And if that's the case, this is one of my guarantees, right? In my crazy 3-part guarantee. If you don't think that you can come up with ebook ideas that sell, I will help you. We help each other out here in this program. All right? It's a community. It's an entire community here. And again, we have just 2 slots left, so once you get in, just put your name in, because I would hate for those 2 slots to be taken and you try to get in and you don't get all of the bonuses. I absolutely have to cut it off now. All right, so whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching the replay, go in and get you will know. Here's the thing. I just reset the system from my phone. You will know if all 20 slots, if those 2 spots have been taken, if you get to the order page and it says sold out. All right, so I have Infusionsoft set up so that Once those last 2 slots are taken, it will redirect to a page that says sold out. So if you get there and it says sold out, then I'm sorry, you missed out. All right. Reason number 2, you're nervous about putting it all in place. Super easy stuff to do, folks. Super easy, right? Reason number 3, you think it's too expensive. This is why you didn't get in. Well, we have this. Oh, okay, Darren, I appreciate that. All right. Darren, that's awesome. I want to give my wife and 10-year-old son the lifestyle they deserve, and this is what you can use to do that. This is the vehicle. Reason number 3, you think it's too expensive. Well, if that's the case, we also have that payment plan option. All right, so there you go. You can use the payment plan option and put this thing in place. All right, you're absolutely welcome, Darren. All right, so again, 30dayprofits.com is where you want to go if you want to make just a 1 payment, right? And yourkindlekit.com is where you want to go if you want to make the 2 payments, all right? And I will put that into, I'll put those links into the questions box here, all right? And hang on to the very end, even if you're in, because I want to show you something pretty cool too, folks. All right, even if you are already in, I should say. All right, so now, if you didn't sign up immediately, reason number 4, maybe you live outside of the U.S. and you think that you have to live in the U.S. to do this. Well, that's not it. You can do this. Like I said, I have students that are literally spread out across the planet, that are in Australia, the U.K., Canada, right here in the U.S., Germany, France. I have a lady that's in Russia, of all places, Italy. What else? We have folks that are in Spain, South Africa, Nigeria, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, right? I have students that are in 47 different countries. And Amazon accepts all countries, so you can do this. Reason number... Yes, Gwen, you can do this in other languages. Gwen, are you in already? I know you wanted that payment plan. And Ray, great cover there. Ray says Amazon sells globally. They sell worldwide, right? Gwen is in. Good to have you. Alrighty, perfect, Gwen. All right, I thought you were. I just wanted to make sure. All right, reason number 5, you want time to think about it. Well, here's the thing, folks. As you saw, we have a lot of serious people that have joined us on this presentation, and they snatched this opportunity up. Sometimes you only get one chance at an opportunity. It's just like the house that I saw for my mom, right? When I first saw it, I knew immediately that I had to take action on it, because I probably, if there was going to be someone else that would seize that opportunity if I didn't. Was I nervous? Hell yeah. Was I uncertain? Yes. Did I doubt myself? Absolutely. But I knew that I had, from everything that I've learned over the past about this business stuff and internet marketing, and by dealing with smart, super smart guys like Bill McIntosh, I knew that I had to take that chance. Yes, Darren. Absolutely it is. All right. Oh, Naeem, you wanted that. Okay. Vietnamese language. Yes, Gwen. Right. eBooks are the fastest growing industry on the planet, on the net, says Ray. Absolutely. There you go. Naeem, I will cover that 3-part guarantee. I will. Let me just get through these reasons here. Reason number 6, English is not your first language. That's fine. You can publish in multiple languages. All right. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I do, I'm going to give you, do you guys want another bonus here? And you'll see this in the program. Once I get a good selling ebook, and Ray, since you already have ebooks, you might want to do this. Once I get an ebook that's selling well already, what I do is I take that ebook and then I have it converted, I have it translated into other languages. And I start with Spanish first. Why do I start with Spanish first? Because Spanish is one of the most popular or widely spoken languages out there, right? Okay. Again, here is the links again. I know there's a few folks that are asking for those links. 30dayprofits.com. Yeah, Ray says, absolutely, Ray. I get you. I'm in North Carolina, so yeah, we get it. 30dayprofits.com for the 1 payment of $9.87, or yourkindlekit.com for 2 payments of $5.49. All right. If you didn't sign up immediately, you've never sold anything online, and you're new to all of this, again, it could be really intimidating. This is a super easy system that I've made really easy, and that Amazon has made extremely easy, because they want you to do well with this. Because as we collectively discussed earlier, when you do well, they do well. All right? So they have every reason for you to do extremely well. All right. Reason number 8, okay, you don't have enough money. If that's the case, you can use PayPal credit. Again, you go to 30dayprofits.com, 30dayprofits.com to use PayPal credit. All right, and you can get access to this program immediately right now. If you are in the US, you can apply for PayPal credit, right, and get immediate access and then use it to build up your funds and then pay this bill off in 6 months once that PayPal credit bill is due. Reason number 9 is maybe if there's something that I haven't discussed here, maybe I didn't cover your reason for not joining. Talk to me. Everyone else is on board. Why haven't you signed up yet? All right. So let's go back. Naeem, I think, wanted to cover the 3-part guarantee, right? That 3-part. Where are we at here, Naeem? I forgot where that's at here. Oh, my 3-part crazy guarantee. Here it is, right? Now, here's the 3-part guarantee, right? 3 parts to this guarantee is if you can't find a hot topic to create your first ebook around, I will personally help you to get started. Outsourcing. If you can't find someone to write your ebooks for you, I will give you access to one of my best writers who will write your first ebook for under $150. Sales. If after 60 days you are not making at least $500 per ebook, I will have one of my top coaches jump on a call with you to help kickstart your sales. So do you see how sure I am in your success in this? If you just apply it. Okay? There you go. 3-part guarantee there. Right? So that's it. That's everything there. Right? Oh, we have one more slot left, it looks like. I've got some testimonials I want to show you here. Some awesome testimonials here from some of my students that are just rocking and rolling. All right, so one more slot left. If you are on the fence, we are about to close it down after these testimonials, and we've got one slot left. Go in and get in. So let me play these. Let's see. Let me just turn my volume up here so that you can hear these testimonials.
Sabine Kohler, and I started with the Kindle cash flow system mid of April and published so far 3 Kindle books with 6 more books in the making as we speak. They will be published over the next 2 weeks, so I'm quite a newbie on Kindle, but I really do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I bribed my friend Sonia to come on board as she has a wealth of knowledge with regards to health, nutrition and fitness. She's actually a holistic health coach. And I'm also very interested in health, and most of our topics are actually related to health. And together we are just the perfect team. We find it helpful to outsource the writing of our books. However, once we receive the books back, we spice them up and put our own stamp on them. And this has worked very well so far. Our first book, How to Get Your Dream Body and Keep It, the 6-week body makeover for a flat belly, toned arms and killer legs, published under the pen name Kim Ellis, was off to a flying start right from the beginning, generating over $1,000 in royalties in the first 4 weeks. We also have published How to Start a Daycare in 5 Easy Steps, Don't Get Your Fingers Burned, The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Skyrocket Your Daycare Business to Success, and OMG, My Son is Gay, How You Can Help Your Son Coming Out and Keep Him Safe. And the 2 more to be launched over the next couple of days are No More Panic and Diagnosed with Hashimoto's What's Now. What I like about the Kindle cash flow system is that it is a complete step-by-step system. Usually you buy a program and you get to work just to find out some really important pieces of the puzzles are missing and you can't get it to work. This is why I have been reluctant to buy more courses in the recent past. And this is also why it took me so long to come on board with Ty's course. However, Ty's course is different. It's actually a complete course, and if I'm stuck, I just drop his support team a quick email, which I'm allowed to do once a week, and usually it takes them just 48 hours to come back to me. That's pretty cool. I can wholeheartedly actually recommend you to get started when you are after a step-by-step system and you have never actually published books on Kindle before. It's a great course. Bye.
So there's Sabina. Sabina is actually pretty cool. I love being able to meet my students, and I was out in London one time, me and my wife, and Sabina lives in Germany. She found out I was in London, and because of the success that she's had with my program, she flew from Germany to London to come meet me. I think it was like a 2-hour flight maybe or something like that, to come and meet me and my wife and treat us for lunch. Right? Isn't that awesome? Like, because she's had this amount of success, she wanted to come and pay me back. And so that was cool. I've never had someone fly from one country to another country to come in and meet me and say, you know, Ty, I'm so grateful. Gratitude is key. To say, hey, I'm so grateful, let me buy you lunch, right? To show how grateful I am for you making this program available. All right, so again, 30dayprofits.com. That says it all. It absolutely, says Darren. That is cool, Amy. I agree. 30dayprofits.com. If you want to make that one payment of $9.97, we only have one slot left. I cannot increase it again after this, so that one slot. Or yourkindlekit.com if you want to make 2 payments of $5.49, one payment now and then the other payment later. Take a look at this testimonial here. This is Steve Schreier, right? I think Steve is in Texas, I think. I'm not sure. But he published, and his niche is paddle surfing. $400 first time out. Take a look at what he has to say here.
Hi, you guys. Hey, I just want to tell you a little bit about Ty's Kindle program. It's pretty amazing. I've been messing around with internet stuff for 3 years, and I think all of us who've been playing around with it have heard all the hype. There's no hype in this. This thing works amazing. My name, again, I don't know if I mentioned it, Steve Schreier. I have, let's see, after a week of listening to his tapes, I had a book up and running, and now I have 5. I have 2 of them that are very successful, and one of them is called How to Stand Up and Paddle for Beginners, and the other one is How to Stand Up and Paddle Surf for Beginners. And those have been increasing every month. So to give you an example, my first month I made $200. The next month is $300. And my goal is to every month keep on adding a book, and that way I know my residual income will keep on increasing. That's the cool thing is, one of the things that I loved about Ty's program is that it was effortless. Ty cuts through all the bull. He cuts your learning curve down, because if you check out his tips and tricks, you'll realize that a lot of this stuff you would never have figured out unless he told you up front. I'll give you one example. It's pretty funny. The other day, he mentioned that, you know, hey, price of books at a reasonable price and then start increasing them and see what happens. I did that last week, and I increased my books by about 15%, and I sold more books. And these are the kind of tips and tricks that you would never find out on your own, and Ty has experienced this. So all these things, you put it together, you have an effortless way of making money. You don't have to know, any technology. So it's probably the best thing that you can do right now to make money on the internet, including the growth of the Kindle program. It's an outrageous setup. So take advantage of Ty and his wisdom, and buy the program. You'll have way too much fun with it. Take care. Bye-bye.
Steve is a good guy. We had a chat not too long ago, and I gave him a couple of tips. So there we go. I mean, again, if you're not in yet, 30dayprofits.com for that one payment of $9.97, or yourkindlekit.com for $5.49. A $5.49 payment now. So I have one more testimonial that I want to show you, and then after that we're going to close it down. So if you have any questions, go in and answer them now, because I'm going to close it after this testimonial. If you have not gotten in yet, visit this URL, because after this testimonial we will be closing it down. All right, so Valerie Pope. Valerie is a sweetheart here. I love her attitude.
Hi, my name's Valerie Pope, and I'm coming to you from my home office just right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. And tonight I just want to spend a couple of minutes with you just letting you know how excited I am that I purchased Ty Cohen's Kindle publishing course back I believe it was last November. I went through the videos, took copious notes, and got started right away. In about 3 weeks, I had my first book published, and it's done very well. It went to #1 in a niche that I didn't expect it to hit #1 in, but there you go. I just put the principles to work. You know, Ty's course is a step-by-step guide that even a 57-ish, oops, I just said my age, 57-year-old mom can follow and actually make it happen. I am thrilled with what I've been able to accomplish and where I'm headed next. I want to show you a couple of my books. Here we go. You can see right here, this is my first book. It's called Westy Bible, and that was the very first effort that I did following Ty's principles. I quickly also published HCG Weight Loss, The Plan, and its companion book, HCG Weight Loss Recipes. Most recently, I've published a book about homeschool transcripts, how to create a high school transcript for your homeschool students. Now, those aren't the only books that I have up, but I think I have 2 more up. But this is how I'm doing. You'll see the date on this. I hope you can see it. It says 5/26/2012. And then if I scroll over just a little bit, I hope that you can see that my 6-week total for this past 6 weeks is $664.97. I am thrilled that my husband and I purchased this course, and I just can't recommend it more highly. If you're interested in Kindle publishing, learning the nuts and bolts from the ground up, or even if you're kind of seasoned, I think that you'll probably even appreciate this course if you're a seasoned publisher, because there's just so much good information in it. I'll tell you again, if I can do it, you can do it too. Thanks. Bye.
She's awesome. Again, she's in the Facebook group as well. You'll see her. She's been publishing for a couple of oh, Gwen, you're not able to see the video? You should be able to see the video. She's also in the Facebook group. So all of these folks are in the Facebook group. You'll be able to go in and interact with them. Gwen, were any, Amy, Darian, were you guys able to see the videos? Oh, you know what? I had it. Okay, I still had my crazy guarantee screen up. I apologize about that. Yeah, okay, I apologize about that. Wow. Yeah, so, well, let me show you who they look like really quickly. All right, just so you can put a face to the...
Hi, Money.
That's Valerie.
I'm coming to you.
And this is Steve.
Hi, you guys. Hey, I just want to tell you a little bit about...
And this is Sabina.
Hi guys, my name is Sabine Kohler.
All right, so again, we have come to the end of this thing. Hey, folks, I really, really appreciate your time. I know that I've had you here for a while, and time is one of those commodities that you can't get back, right? So that shows a lot on your end as far as being willing to sit here and learn and educate yourself, okay? And I had a ball with you. It's been my pleasure as well, Darren. Thank you. Right, if you are in the, oh, here, one more thing too. All right, I have an internet marketing Facebook group, but I want you to come in and say hi. Let people know, because we're going to be putting up a replay. So come to our Facebook group. It's titled Let's All Make Money Online. So I will give you the URL. It's Let's All Make Money Online. Type that into Facebook, and then you'll be able to join the group. I'll go in and approve you. All right, we've got 5 people that want to join already. And let us know what you thought of the webinar. Okay, just come in, request approval, and then let us know. Yes, they do. Kay, absolutely, they do. Right. Kay says, do these strategies still work? Right now, because the last testimonial talked about 2012 earnings. Yes, it does. And I purposely put that in there because I want you to see that this is something that isn't fly-by-night. It's something that I have been publishing Kindle eBooks for the last 5 years. And like I said earlier, my sales consistently rise month after month, year after year. All right, so I want you to see how this is something that continues to grow. And as you come in, you meet Valerie in the Facebook group, and she'll tell you the same thing. All right. So let's see, Gwen. Oh, that's the group. Let's all. All right. So here, I'm approving all of you folks right now. Go in and just in this discussion area right here, do me a favor. All right, this would really help me out. It would really help me out, and that is to post what you thought of this presentation, this webinar, right? Because if we get enough good comments, we'll go in and put the replay. This is where you'll find the replay once we have it. All right, so just put that in there. And let's see if I have anyone else that needs to be approved. All right. And then some of the things that we do here in this program, in this Facebook group, is we make some pretty cool live trainings available. So go to Facebook and type in Let's All Make Money Online. This is where we will put the replay once we have it within the next, I think, 24 hours or so. We've got just over 2,000 members in that group. And hey, folks, all right. Jim Rohn quote. Yeah, Jim, I love Jim Rohn. Thanks, Dan. Jim Rohn is huge. All right, so here's everything that you're going to get in this program here. And everyone that is in already, welcome aboard. I appreciate you. All right, have a great day, a great night, a great morning. I know that this is a very varied audience that we've had. We literally have people that are spread out throughout the planet here. So there you go. All right, Darren, thank you as well. All right, get in. Here's everything that you have. Here's the URL. I'll leave this up for a few minutes. Again, go in and talk to your business partner, your spouse, your significant. Don't let this one pass you by, folks. All right, we have that 1 or 2 more slots left available. Even if you're watching a replay, go in and try to get into it. Go in and type in the URL. If you see that it says sold out, that means that those spots have already been taken, and there's nothing I can do. All right? Procrastination does not pay. We'll see you. I'll leave this slide up for just a few more moments.